Hey everybody, so it's day 6 and I'm not feeling any different. I haven't been able to get in touch with Megan, but she can tell you guys on her channel how she's feeling. And yeah, her videos just weren't working for me when she did try sending me some, and I haven't gotten a hold of her since. So yeah, this video is going to be up late because my internet isn't working at the moment, but I'll try to get it up still today because it's still pretty early in the night. And yeah, I'm not feeling any different. The bumps are still the same size onto my back, and I don't know about Megan. I can't speak for her, so you guys will just have to find that out later. It is day 6, so I don't know why my wings are growing so slow-paced, but I'll figure that out eventually. And I also want to say that I do have a special friend here with me today, and it is Confessions of a Fairy, and here she comes over here. So, as you guys know, yep, there she is. As you guys know, she had started her fairy spell and transformation just 2 days ago, so that makes her on day 3 today. Are you feeling anything?
I had a sore stomach earlier today, and I had an itch right here.
There you go. Is that it?
Pretty much.
Okay, and yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna be posting this video for a while, but I am just gonna talk about how it is today. And if you guys want to subscribe to her, she has one video, and she's gonna be making more over the span of the next couple of days and weeks and so on. And yeah, so there's really not much going on today. Nothing has changed, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. So, someone mentioned to me on Twitter that they heard that Irish people are closely related to fairies, and I don't know how true that is. It's probably true because there is an Irish-linked spell and potion for becoming a fairy, and I happen to have studied that as my first study because it's not the most popular one, but it is it's a very simple and very foolproof spell. It's not as complicated as the Roman, Greek, and Latin ways. So that is beneficial, and also it's more reliable, but it's just so it's kind of hard to explain it, but I'm going to make a video with my friend back there that I just showed you guys. We're going to make a video on how to do that spell and how to do that potion. The potion is so simple. It's like you're not even using a potion, really. It's very simple. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that. So that's the Irish way. And there's also many other ways. There's French, there's African, there's all kinds of different ways, but they're not very common and they're not very foolproof, so they may not work. Alright, so now I'm going to answer your questions, and my friend here is going to help me. She's going to read the questions off of her phone, and then we're both going to try and answer as best as we can.
Okay, the first question is from Daria, and she says, can you make up an aura?
I don't think you can make up an aura. You can definitely use any color that you want, but there are already set auras, so you can't really make up your own.
Coco says, how are you supposed to put clothes on when you want to fly?
You can wear clothes. It's no problem. Your wings just go straight through your clothes because they are transparent.
Maribel says, can you eat candy when you are a fairy?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
We're just reading questions because there are a lot of comments.
Lollipop123 says, is it okay if your wings get wet?
Yes, it should be fine as long as you don't try flying while they're wet. That's very dangerous and could damage your wings.
Jesus Maid said, are you Christian?
No, I'm not Christian. Everybody asks me this. I'm not religious. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be doing these spells.
Maggie asked, can you make a video showing your powers from your aura?
Yes, as soon as my powers kick in, I will be trying to make videos showing how I grow plants and bring animals closer to my spirit and all those kinds of things.
Lenny or Eileen said, when making fairy dust, can I cook it so it can evaporate it, or just really need it to put under the sun only?
I wouldn't suggest microwaving it because the chemicals in the microwave may affect your potion, so just try to leave it at your windowsill or something so that it can evaporate properly.
Another asked, can you make a tutorial for a rainbow aura?
I believe that my friend Megan is going to do that. She did say something about that.
I was actually planning on 2.
Okay, then maybe you'll have many rainbow aura tutorials for all the different colors of the rainbow.
Somebody else asked, how do I take care of my wings, and how am I able to hide them? Aren't they big?
Okay, the way to take care of them is just really You don't need to wash them or anything like that. There's no hairs. You don't need to brush it or anything. You just got to make sure that you don't injure them too badly. And what was the other part of the question?
How am I able to hide them?
They're not too big. I mean, you can definitely fold them. They are flexible, so that's how you would hide them.
Somebody asked, will you grow when you're a fairy? I wanted to know.
No, you will stay the same size.
What would you do if one of your wings tore? How would you mend it?
You can always just do the reverse spell, and once you become a fairy again, your wings will be back to normal, or you can just wait for it to heal on its own.
Can people who don't believe feel your wings?
Yes, because it is a physical object. Although they cannot see it, they will feel it if you hit them with it or if they touch it.
Okay. How are you supposed to fly with your wings?
I have a video all about wings, and I talk about flying in there. That's all I can really give you. I can link it down below if you need.
Somebody said, in your video, How to Become a Fairy, one of the steps was to spear the potion on one piece of your chimes. On the other video you made, How to Make a Chime, you made the chimes water bottle caps. So would we smear it onto the bottle caps?
You can smear it anywhere onto your chime that you've made. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, the bottle caps would be a good place to spread it.
Can I use Chinese bell wind chimes?
Yes, I think that's fine. They are bells, but it's still a chime. Just put it on the biggest part of the chime.
Does fairy dust do anything else than make the potion for the spell? Also, can you make flying and magic tutorials before you turn back into a human?
I think there are other uses for the fairy dust. Do you know anything of that? I don't think for the Roman fairy dust way there is, but there might be for other types
For
of
Latin,
fairy dust.
for the Latin origin, you do use fairy dusts in other types of potions and spells regarding fairies. So I know that.
All right then.
Okay. When I'm a fairy, you said you would be sick to your stomach if you use any type of electrical device. So I can't take pictures of myself as a fairy?
You won't be sick to your stomach, and it does take a while to kick in. So if you're just taking a quick picture and sending it to somebody, you should be fine. And I am getting kind of a headache, and even though I'm not fully transformed, this is giving me a headache to be using my phone and to be looking at her phone screen. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure you can take pictures, though, or just have someone take it of you.
This girl has a couple questions. How high can you fly?
You can... Me, personally, I don't like heights, so I only flew to 10 feet. So when you were a fairy, how high did you fly?
I stayed around 7 to 10 feet because I didn't really want to go too high.
I have seen fairies go pretty high, like
yes,
above the treetops. That's
usually
about as high.
in non-city-like areas because you don't want people to see you just hovering in the air. She also asked, what would you do if you were to rip a wing, which we already answered.
Yeah.
And if you were to show a friend that you could fly, but they didn't believe in fairies, what would happen? Because they can't see your wings.
They would see you in the air, they just would not see your wings. That's the only thing that they cannot see is your wings.
Can you close your wings so nobody can see them?
You can close them, but people will still see them if they believe.
Does turning into a fairy affect your height? No. A lot of people think that, but it doesn't.
You don't shrink, nor do you grow.
How long will you be able to fly?
As long until you get tired. It's just like running. You kind of wear out, and then you stop.
What do you mean by a private place? I guess for when you did your potion, you said to go to a private place.
Oh, no, I know what she's talking about, to fly.
Oh,
I said that in this video, and what I mean by a private place is just somewhere where there's not a lot of people. So a very rural area, like maybe a forest or something like that where no one can really see you.
This person said, what exact day will my fairy wings grow?
There is no exact day, I'm sorry. It's different for everybody. For me, it's day 6 and I still don't have wings. And last time I did it, I had wings by day 5. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry.
And how high will they be able to fly?
I think we answered that.
Did we?
About 10 feet or so was for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And this person asked, what if you don't have flower petals? Will it still work? Somebody answered that if you don't, you can use fake flowers, and that is fine. That is true.
Fake and dead only, though. No live flowers for this type of spell. But for other types of spell, they may require real flowers, such as Megan's spell, I'm pretty sure, involved live flowers. So,
And I think that was all the questions.
yep, that was it. So thanks for watching, everybody. Bye, and make sure
Bye.
to subscribe to her because she's going to be posting her spells and everything.